Oh, really? We're waiting for the intro music. This is what we get. We're doing some Neil. Good Tuesday night. Here you are on Chaotic Radio. It is the Roy and Jimmy thing. Jimmy Shaw, what's going on, man?
Mr. Roy Brewster, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Let's let this thing roll for a minute in the background, man.
You know, it's the holiday week, but you know, everyone needs Neil Diamond.
Everyone needs a diamond.
I actually like this song more than I like hearing it at the 4th of July for some reason.
We've been traveling far.
Nothing like Neil.
Nothing like Neil to start your Tuesday night. Give us a call at 909-989-0789. We're going to start this bad boy up with some Neil and get the show rocking and rolling.
Excellent. How was your week, buddy?
Hey, my week was good, uneventful, which is good.
Always nice.
Yeah, how about yours, man?
Same here. Just do what I do and rest when I can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wiped out, man.
A lot. The weather, the time change this year has really jacked me up.
It's jacked you up?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I just the dark at night, early. I usually love it, but man, I am wrecked this year.
How in the hell are you going to live when it gets dark at night?
Dark.
It gets dark at night, and it's dark at night.
I'm going to have to go to Alaska? Is that where it's like 18 hours?
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. If I did that in Alaska, I'd have to have those Las Vegas curtains.
Yes.
Dude, those curtains are the shit.
Heavy as shit.
We were just there a couple weeks ago. We're like, oh, man, we're going to get up. Because always, I'm a guy who gets up probably on my day off. I'm up by probably 6 or so, unless I try to lay around. When I'm up.
Exactly.
And we were there last weekend or a couple weekends ago and pulled those curtains tight. And, dude, it was like 9:30.
You just couldn't tell.
It's badass. I want to buy either that or buy one of those cool little masks with like hearts on the eyeballs or something.
What, that's going to lullaby you out?
Lullaby me. You know those little cool things like Lucy Ricardo used to wear? Mm-hmm. Didn't she used to wear them? Yeah, I just made it up in my mind. I thought she did.
You just...
Oh, I know who wore them. Joan Crawford in like Mommy Dearest wore them.
Yes, I know which one. Just sleep. Yep, I know which one
no
you're talking about.
more wire hangers. What a bitch. That was one of our stars. She was a freaking lunatic.
She was crazy.
So thanks for tuning in. If you're not, get over here. But you can't hear me anyway because like we're already here and you're not. So I posted it on Facebook. So find that shit, get over here and get on. So I'm talking to you if you're not here yet.
It's official.
See how I did that?
It's on I like that. That's nice. A little forceful.
Yeah, a little forceful? A little angry today?
A little angry.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're letting people know.
Oh, we just got a message from Cynthia. She said she missed listening to us because she works nights.
Oh.
So what happens when you work nights, Jimmy? You could hear us where?
Oh, chaoticradio.com, chaoticradio.com app. Tune in.
Live 365.
Live 365. Anywhere you have any 3G, Wi-Fi, internet, you can find us. You can find Chaotic Radio.
Unless you have Sprint.
And then you in and out, yes.
Then you can't. You don't get shit.
Yeah, you're gonna want to, go to the rabbit ears back in the day, if you have Sprint.
Dude, I just upped again with Sprint.
Well, it's inexpensive, and it doesn't suck everywhere.
No, it pretty much sucks everywhere. It was good in Vegas.
Yeah,
kind of. I mean, there were some great spots in Vegas. I saw so many bars on my phone, I thought it was broken. I'm like, dude, what are all these extra things? I thought it just only went to 2 or 3 all the time.
What are these fancy lights all blinking and linking?
Blinking and stuff. I drive by my house now sometimes, and I get the alert says I'm going into roaming.
Roaming? Really?
Yeah, no shit. How long's it been since you've seen something roaming?
That's still a thing?
Yeah, apparently with Sprint, it's a thing. Hashtag Sprint sucks.
Damn.
But they got my money, and I did it again. I just got my new phablet.
You got a phablet.
Yeah, I got the big note. I'm into it. I don't know all the shit it does. I was a Droid guy before.
Right, I remember.
And then I went to iPhone. I was not impressed. Well, and I know I had a shitty iPhone. I had like a 4, not even a 4S, nothing with like 8 gigs or 6 gigs or nothing.
Right.
But I really didn't like it. I just didn't.
There you go.
And then Dawn got hers. She's got the 6 Plus.
That's the big one, right?
That's the big one. She's the big dog in the house now. But I got the big phablet. And I'm excited about it. I can take pictures again now because my phone is like, I don't know. It used to be, I couldn't take pictures.
Yeah.
It sucked. I just realized right now I was doing I was taking a video. I didn't even know it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't even know I should post the video.
You had a mystery butt dial video?
Yeah, I'm doing it. No, it wasn't even butt dial. See, I love my phone so much I don't even know what the hell it does. Man. So that's it. Nothing else going on. We talked about we did a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Turkey Day coming up. What are you doing?
I am staying local. Last few years I've been staying local, and so I just relax, kind of get myself together. Actually, on big holiday weekends when everyone's going everywhere, I like staying local. First of all, place isn't crowded.
Yeah, your own place isn't crowded.
Well, the whole town, you get about pretty good, and it's a little more relaxing.
I get it. Are you going to hit that Sycamore Inn like you talked about?
No, actually, did Sycamore Inn last year. That was really good. I'm going to try a different place.
You want to let it out where Jimmy might be able to find Jimmy?
A place down in Temecula.
Temecula.
Yeah, I don't know the name.
You know the name?
No, I'm just doing some internet searching. I'll get last minute. Probably I'll eat by myself around 11 o'clock at night. But whatever.
You can come to our pad.
That's right. You got people coming over.
People coming over.
Maybe for pie.
Come over for pie.
Maybe for pie and coffee.
You know what I made? I did a trial run on I've never made before. I made it last night.
What's that?
I made my own cranberry sauce.
Well, look at you. Did you churn it? How do you make cranberry? Do you
Dude,
churn
you know
it?
what? My aunt used to make.
Press it? Do you boil it? What do you do?
I'm trying to tell you.
What do you do?
You make it.
You make it. That's how you make it?
Yeah. My aunt used to make it every Thanksgiving, and I looked forward to it because it was so good. So I looked up a bunch of recipes.
Uh-huh.
And the basic recipe for cranberry sauce consists of
cranberries,
bingo, sugar, maybe some zest of lemon. Some people use orange juice or zest of orange.
Okay. And?
That'll do it.
And a can.
No can.
To put it in.
No, that's called a pot or a saucepan.
Well, something afterwards, right?
Oh, I thought you said can. You said pan.
No, I said can.
Oh, you did say can.
Because all the cranberry jelly is always in a can.
Yeah, and you take it out, and it's that big tube you slice through.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful thing. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
When you slice it. Remember, what was the one with Val Kilmer and Real Genius? Was that it? Was that the one where he...
The lasers and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when he sliced the... it was a tube, and it was like nitrogen. It was frozen. He sliced it.
Yes.
And so he could make quarters to put in the machine.
That's right.
That's what I think of when I think of that deal. That's what they do with it. So,
Stop touching yourself, Kent.
So that's cool. Cynthia said she's now listening on break, listening on her iPhone. Boo, it's smarter. No, it's not. You can have your iPhone and put it somewhere else. I know Jimmy's an iPhone guy. He's an Apple freak.
Love it, love it.
I just think it's a little overrated. But hey, that's why they make all that kind of shit.
That's why they make what you have.
Yeah, if Blaine heard me right now, he might kick me out of the studio.
They make the stuff that we all love and is easy to use, and then they make what you have that you like.
Wow. You're listening to the Roy thing. No, this is the Roy and Jimmy thing on chaoticradio.com. Give us a call, man. 909-989-0789.
Didn't mention we do have a guest tonight.
We do. Bring it.
At 9 o'clock, we have my buddy and fellow comic, Derrick Murray.
Not only buddy and fellow comic, what else?
He also has a podcast. He does a podcast live show here on Chaotic Radio, Sunday nights 8 to 10, the Jack of All Nerds.
Jack of All Nerds.
Him, Matt Avila. He had Sam Ridley in Sunday. These are all just buddies of mine, funny guys. And I dropped Derrick a line yesterday saying, "You're in town? Come on by." And he said, "No problem." So that's going to be a fun time. So he's going to be in at 9 o'clock. So
make sure to get here. You're here now. Make sure to stay for the 9 o'clock hour because we're going to have some fun with that for sure. Next week we have Vicky Wagner coming on.
Nice.
Yeah, from Brash Babble.
Brash Babble, her little cable show you were on, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And she won the contest, comedy contest last year.
The funniest comic. We're down
in Huntington Beach on that.
Yeah, I'm not real happy about that. Thanks for bringing it up.
Hey, she won.
She did win.
She won.
And it was how many? There were 100 and something comics?
I was one of them. I didn't make it to that night.
100 and something, and there were 10 in the finals. And I was there on the final night thinking, I'm going to rip this thing apart, and I sucked balls. I mean, I was bad.
Well, gosh, that room was so small, it was like watching the Beatles in Liverpool, dude.
Yeah, but she had the same room.
Yes, she did.
And she did well.
Yes.
I was in the same room.
And who was the headliner that night? The hilarious Rosie
Tran. And that was the night. Gus has been on our show before, too.
That was his kind of returning night.
Right. Gus came out to watch me, and we talked to it afterwards. And we had talked a little bit here and there. And he was talking about, I'd like to get in again and start doing it. And That was it. Rosie was there. He talked to me. Next thing you know, he was in, and now Gus is buried in it.
Yeah, we pulled him back in.
I was supposed to go to a show Sunday night, but that didn't quite work out. Got a little, busy.
Oh.
Yeah, busy doing what?
What were you doing?
Friggin' homework.
Well, there you go. Good excuse, Gus.
No, it sucked doing algebra and quotients and...
Well, it sucked doing it, but you were doing homework. So that's your good example, buddy.
I'm not a good example. I want to get that homework and throw it right out there. I don't want to be a frickin' Phoenix anymore. I want to be able to not be up till 2 a.m. doing homework.
What did Carla say? You want to go to Marinello School of Beauty?
School of Beauty?
Those bitches.
Yeah, I want to keep going to university because I think if I'm in my I'm already in my second year, I think I'll be able to make the football team.
Nice.
I think I'll be able to make the football team. Yeah. And every time I think about playing football again, remember Best of Times with Robin Williams.
That's a great movie. Kurt Russell.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was the best freaking movie.
Here comes Mr. Happy.
What was that guy's name? The kid. What was it? What was that guy's name? Kid something. That he came out of nowhere. I don't remember what it was. All right, we're going to take a phone. Oh, we got a phone call. Let's take a phone call. Line 1, you're on the air with the Roy and Jimmy thing. Line 1, you're on the air. The Roy and Jimmy thing. We take it quiet because it looks like a Texas number. We got to be quiet.
Do not be shy.
You know what?
And we lost.
We freaking scared them. You know why?
Why?
Probably had Sprint.
We probably, they were in and out.
They probably had Sprint. They went around the block from their house and service just cut off. And it's I don't know what happened.
Then again, it could have been me not noticing the phone call.
No, it wasn't ringing for that long, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think. No, maybe it was. 28 number. If you're 281 number, if you're out there, call us back. Damn it.
Oh, Jimmy.
Don't give us that, that's like teasing you with a phone call.
Yeah.
I need that shit. Today's day number 329, Jimmy Shaw.
Here we come. We're counting it down. I think we started this the perfect time of the year, buddy. Near the end.
Yeah, could you imagine going, today's day number 7? Actually, when we do our show after the first of the year,
yeah.
What is the day going to be? Let's see. December, January. We will be, the first show after the new year we'll be coming in on the 6th.
The 6th.
So we'll be saying this is week 2, day 6.
This is a premonition.
This premonition. When you go back, we'll find out what it is. Wow, 281's trying again.
Excellent.
20 seconds. Line 1, you're on the air. Roy and Jimmy thing.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You can speak to us now. You're on the damn air. And I know who it is, so you're not going to say anything like you're going to be mean. Are you going to call me out or something?
How you out of what?
I don't know. You called us.
I don't have Sprint. I have AT&T.
Well, then why did your phone call drop, or did we just not pick it up in time?
No, yeah, you guys don't know how to work the phone.
I know how to work. What's with the attitude? A little stinging out there.
I'm the one who didn't know how to use the phones.
Yeah.
I didn't say who.
Okay.
Actually, I was just calling to say happy, Thanksgiving because I don't ever talk to you guys.
Oh, look at that.
What a nice happy Thanksgiving
Happy
to you.
Thanksgiving.
How are you? Good, real good.
How's the fam?
The fam is awesome.
Yeah, get that son of yours the brain, or eat both of the brains and tell him to do my freaking homework.
Well, send it.
Send it?
Yeah.
I got a hold of Josh, the scientist in the family. It's no shit. He's a scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah, real scientist with a diploma and shit. Not like the stuff you got from the Wizard of Oz where it's like, I declare you have a heart or something. It's like a real scientist, breaking rocks and digging fossils and doing shit like that and can tell me where it came from. But I can't do any freaking math.
Yeah.
So did you know I hit him up and tried to get him to do my homework, not to do my homework, to help me the other night, really do it if he wanted. But I tried to get him to do it, and I said, hey, are you there? I need some help. And he sent me back and says, sure, let me wake up first. Give me about 30 minutes to wake up. I'll help you.
Got to get the brain charged.
What the hell is that? What's the kid doing? He had to wake up. It was like 8 o'clock at night over there.
Well, yeah, no, he's working nights.
Oh, yeah.
He took a night job because he's still looking for his scientist job. So he took a night job stocking shelves.
I'm glad you added shelves to that because he took a night job stalking.
I know, he's a night stalker.
He's a night stalker? That's freaking crazy. But who cares?
Yeah.
So he's stocking shelves?
He's stocking shelves. He's like, I just need to work. So he went and worked.
Well, that's good he's working.
Yeah. No, it's really good. It's just,
That's being responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm very proud of him. And I know you are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what the hell's he going to do now?
He just had an interview on Monday.
Oh, interview for what?
A scientist.
Lab, I think. Working in a lab.
Working in a lab? Like what kind of lab? Like forensic shit?
No, not forensic shit. Like telling them if, they should drill here and shit.
So if he could drill here. So for like oil and shit.
Oil?
So he's going to be an oil baron.
He wants to get into oil, and we're, should be here in Houston. That their jobs galore, but I don't know.
Why don't you tell him to get his ass out to California, find his uncle some freaking oil, and then we'll all be happy.
I've been looking for jobs in California. I'm like, yeah, you can go stay with your uncle.
He can stay with us anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a good kid, not like we were.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we weren't bad kids, but we weren't like, he's a pretty good kid.
You are talking about you and Jimmy, right?
No, I'm talking about you. You were not. You can say whatever the hell you want.
You are so full of shit. You are so full of shit.
Why?
I was a good kid.
Good kid, my ass. All right. I'm playing softball at 16 years old, and the name of my freaking team is the California Coolers.
Well, yeah. No, I don't think I was 16. Yeah.
Yeah, you were. You were like just driving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So don't start that.
Who coached it?
Huh?
Who coached it?
I don't know.
That would be our dad.
Yeah.
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 So it was okay with him.
It's okay with him. It's okay with me.
That shit ain't right. Well, thanks for the happy Thanksgiving. I mean, you really hit me. Hey, were you pretty impressed I called you on your birthday?
I was very impressed.
Damn right you were.
Good boy.
My favorite is, look, that's a nice bracelet. Where'd you get that? It was a present for what? My birthday? Oh, shit.
I did that.
Bad, Roy.
I did that. And what cracked me up is I wasn't on the computer all day, and I signed on to the computer later, and I had a message from Mom.
Yeah.
All it said was, Angel's birthday. Like, I already got it. I got this. And you know why?
Why?
Because Facebook tells you when it's everybody's birthday, so I don't forget. So I'm into it.
Very nice.
Hey, did you see Laura's new ride?
Yeah, I saw Laura's new ride. Jimmy'd be happy. It's a Chrysler or a Dodge or some shit.
I saw it. I liked it on Instagram. Then I liked it on Facebook. Damn.
Yeah, whatever.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. What the hell's she doing driving that? She drove an F-150 truck.
She still has her truck.
Oh, okay.
She's not going to get rid of it. She was just tired of the, she has a cassette player, not even a CD in it.
I got one.
No, you don't.
In my Dodge, I think it's bomb, dude. I got cassette and CD.
Man, you are on it.
I don't even have cassette. My car's old.
I play my smartphone through the cassette adapter.
No, you don't.
I do. I Bluetooth through that. I Bluetooth that shit. Listen to podcasts and everything through my cassette.
Wow. You're so freaking hip and fly and bullshit.
I am fly and on the serious tip, bro.
Ah, man. That's cool. That's it.
That's cool.
That's cool. I don't know. I was jamming to Vegas, listening to Chaotic through Bluetooth capabilities on just right to the thing. So I got to buy a new car just so I could do that.
Oh, yeah. It's the only reason to now.
Yeah. I can't afford a new car.
That's it.
No. Anyone want to buy a truck, let me know.
That's for you, Angel.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
man, you are just like full of energy here on the radio. Hey, thanks for calling and telling us Happy Thanksgiving. Freaking sitting over there on the thing. When you call on a radio show, you're supposed to talk.
You guys are talking to each other.
We're not talking. We were talking to you. You're like over there like probably doing, I don't know, whatever the hell you're doing in Texas, what you do at this time of night, and trying to give me shit about being a bad kid, and you weren't, and then you just sit back. It's interactive radio. I mean, we appreciate you calling, but it's interactive.
You want to go back to the bad kid, you were the bad kid. Call anybody, ask him. Jimmy's right there. Here, look, is Jimmy looking back and forth, like not trying to pay attention to us like he used to?
No, he is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. That's enough of that shit. Hey, thanks for calling. Seriously, you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too.
All right, love you.
Love you guys.
All right, bye.
Bye, Dange.
That was
Your sister.
my sister calling to say hi, and
That was your sister.
she was just full of freaking energy, wasn't she?
Yes, she was cattle probing you.
What? She just like, no, she was like laying all low. She's not like that. She's like usually just like ripping and ripping and ripping, and I think, you know what? She was in awe in our presence.
I think she just got stage struck
You think so?
in our presence on the air.
That happens to people.
Yeah, she's like, I know these fuckers. I know these guys forever. I own them. Wrap them around my finger, got in the air. Oh,
That's right. So you know what that means?
you guys are stars.
The talent just shined right through there.
Oh, that was pathetic. Then.
Sorry, Angel, we love you, but that was like, come on. You got more than that. You got way more than that. And if you call back, I ain't picking it up. So.
Oh, no. You got caller ID, right?
It shows that I saw 281 and figured, oh, well, someone's in Texas doing some shit. So that's cool. I either did that or my mother, but, that would have been, like, fun. She would have asked you, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, she would have talked to me on that one.
Yeah, she always said, what's wrong with Roy? She calls Jimmy.
Tell me. So sweet.
Yeah, well, hey.
I'm her informer.
She's my mom.
I know.
That's right. Gotta love her.
I do.
Yeah, so do I.
My mom will kick your ass. Your mom will kick my ass.
Yep.
That's our deal.
That's it. You know what I see a lot of now is with Dawn? Is all of Thomas's friends, like they'll talk to her sometimes about stuff and she knows what's going on. It's like my mom. My mom had so much dirt on all of my friends, it wasn't even funny. I mean, big dirt.
Yeah.
Because they just trusted her and they'd say stuff and she'd keep it in confidence unless it was going to cause somebody harm. And, mom knew everything, which was kind of shitty.
Then she spilled it.
No, she never spilled it.
If it was life or death.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like a priest, except for, she wasn't doing little boys. Well, I just went there, huh?
I got nothing.
Got nothing. So it's week number 47 out of how many? 52.
52.
We're getting close.
We're closing it down.
There are only 36 days left in this year, Jimmy Shaw.
That's it.
We got to do some, get some New Year's plans going on.
Get some what?
Some New Year's plans.
New Year's. Well, you got any right now?
No, none.
Joe's at the Ice House.
Oh, he's doing the Ice House thing? That's going to be hard to get tickets for because it's like a small venue.
I went 2 years ago. It was easy.
Oh, wow. Thanks for killing that.
Just saying.
Check it out. Our show is going to be on the 30th of December. So it's a day before New Year's is our show that week.
Okay, good.
So we're going to pump everybody up on that show. And we might just come in and get all lit up for that show.
A pre-light up?
A pre-light show.
Ooh,
What do you think of that?
A little practice run?
Practice run, so we both go to work in the morning.
We don't drink a lot, so
No,
New Year's Eve without being primed, that might be bad.
Right. So it is 1 month, 36 days, or 867 hours, 52,046 minutes, or 31,200. No. 3,122,772 seconds till the new year.
Wow. That is pinpoint.
Yeah, I'm always pinpoint. Every week, I know people look forward to that. Not really, but I like to do it because you have to read that down. And it's hard to read all the seconds because I can tell if it's 3 million or 31 because I can't see. I didn't bring my glasses tonight, so whatever.
Yeah.
So it's National Epilepsy Awareness Month. So if you know someone shaking for no reason, it's their month.
Noted.
So, hey, you know what I got?
What do you got?
Did I talk about this last week?
What?
Dude, I'm going to pull out my wallet. I'm so proud. My mom would be proud too.
Oh, yeah, CPR.
Did you see it? I got my card.
I didn't see the card, no. You are
Healthcare Provider Card. This card certifies the above individual has successfully completed the cognitive and skills evaluations in accordance with the curriculum of the American Heart Association BLS for Healthcare Provider CPR and AED program.
So you're bound by law. You have to do that.
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, I could just hide my card.
I know your mom had to stop
Yeah, well, you should.
because she's registered nurse and all that.
Yeah, and the cool thing is now you don't have to, like, if it's someone you don't know, you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to blow anymore.
Yeah, but don't you do don't they have that extension or you use your hand?
No, you don't have to if you don't want. You could do the just compressions if you want. I mean, it's better to do the both.
Oh, gotcha.
It's 30-2 in case you're wondering because I took the class. I know that shit.
30-2?
Yeah, 30 unless it's an infant. It's
What, 30?
15-2. 30 compressions to 2 breaths.
30 on the chest.
Yeah.
2 in the mouth.
Yeah. Or 15-2.
Huh.
I think that's what it was. Shit. All of a sudden, it just made me think like, was that right?
Hey, you got a card, dude.
Yeah, I got a card. I did the thing. I had to blow in the dummy and do the AED thing and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So, if anyone here in the studio is going to go down, call me. I'll get you going. Get you kick-started back up. We need
feeling a little low, feeling a little lifeless.
Yeah, well, the problem is if I have the problem, no one here has done it. So I can't give you instruction as I'm looking.
Well, give me your card. I'll do it.
You need to do the work, Jimmy.
You just told me it's 30-2.
Do you know where to push? Do you know how deep in the chest you have to go?
No, I'd start low. I'd start soft.
If you started low, you're going to start soft, but it's going to get hard. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, it might be a win-win for both.
That's not the spigot you're blowing in to make me feel better. Line 1, you're on the air with the Roy and Jimmy thing.
Holy shit! Did you just say you have a card and you got it because you blew a dummy?
Yep. And my dummy's right here in the control booth with me.
Hey.
Well, what am I listening to?
It's laminated. Come on.
No, you can't laminate it.
Oh.
I was looking for George Norrie on Coast to Coast, and I found YouTube dipshits blowing each other for cards.
Nice. At least you know who we are because we're dipshits blowing for cards. Dude, the way the economy is now, remember what people would tell you all the time? So, dude, would you blow a guy for $1 million? And you're like, no, that's stupid. Right now, give me $5,000. I'll tape it and YouTube it.
Five. I think my limit's are like 10. Well, it depends. Do I have to swallow?
For how much?
Well, I'm not swallowing for 5.
$5,000?
No.
I might make a concession, bro. Times are tough.
If you get rid of the YouTube thing, I might.
Right. So you're going to be the thing. As long as I don't tell anybody, I'll do it.
If there's no proof, $5,000 might get the job done.
$5,000, no proof.
Yeah. The YouTube thing scared me.
The no proof. This reminds me of the old name that tune thing. And you're like, nah. You're like $5,000. I won't. I'm about ready to yell $5,000. Blow that dude. I'm in.
It'll be like, gentlemen, what will it take for you to suck a dick?
Oh, geez, that got ugly real quick.
Are you one of those bitches that you
wait? Whoa! What?
Don't say suck a dick. Say caress my penis.
Caress. Shut up! You just turned crazy on me.
Hey, okay, good luck earning your card. Keep your card, man. Make sure you blow a dummy.
Blow a dummy.
Bye.
I see you. There you go. Random people.
Nice.
Blow a dummy for a card.
You got a slogan out of it.
Yeah. That's going to go next to the, what do you call it? What was that one? Need a hug, bro.
Need a hug, bro. Yes.
Need a hug, bro.
Yes, my app.
Okay, give it to me. What is it? Trademark it.
TM 2014.
Jimmy Shaw.
Need a hug, bro app.
Hey, did you see the indie.com thing? Was talking about you were part of the indie thing. You did some tapes for them, right? Where it's where you submit phony stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, the needahugbro.com thing, that's a skit that needs to get on there.
Perfect. Now we have a place for it, so that's what we'll work on.
We had to do that.
Yes.
So if you want to be part of this skit, call us. And if you're not like this guy that called us bad things, we'll let you on. Who the hell was that? I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I should have wrote down the phone number.
It's a fan. We're good.
It's a fan. He said I was blowing dummies for cards.
Love's love, man.
any pub's good pub.
That's it.
Nice. So it's it's World Sponge Month. So SpongeBob's a happy guy. Yeah. I don't know where that comes from.
World Sponge Month.
Sponge, not Spudge. Where'd Spudge come from?
Sponge.
Sponge. We're sponged.
I'm expunged.
Expunged. Yeah, whatever. But here's the big one, though. It is National Impotency Month.
I'll say.
I couldn't say it. I couldn't even say it. It makes me all nervous when you start talking about it. So, National Impotency Month.
So if it occurs this month, you can just say, "Hey, it's the month. It's that time. It's that month.
It's that month of the year, not that time of the month.
That it happens to dudes."
But isn't it funny? It happens the same time you have No Shave November or whatever it is.
Probably best that way.
Yeah, so girls are like, dude, shave that thing. It's looking bad. It don't matter. It ain't working anyway.
It's National Infancy Month. I've got hair coming out of every orifice. It's just it's a team thing.
It's a team effort. It's team effort. So that's good. National Game and Puzzle Week.
Like Scrabble and Slapjack and all that kind of shit.
Actually, this one's for Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's National Game and Puzzle Week. She's tied up now lately on this puzzle. Like it's on your iPad.
Okay.
And it's like puzzle something, I don't know what it is, and it gives you puzzles you have to build. And now she cannot, every night she has to do her puzzle. It's her wind down. She does a puzzle.
Okay. Well, like a jigsaw puzzle or what?
Yeah, it's like electronic, so you got to move the stuff all around.
Okay.
But that's her puzzle. She's like, I get my puzzle. The other day she laughed at me because we went to bed, and the puzzle was out in the car.
You went and got it.
I went and got it.
Good boy.
Yeah, in my T-shirt and a pair of underwear. It was freezing outside. And I'm thinking, it's no big deal. I'm going to go out there like that. It's not a problem. Because if anyone sees me, they're going to see that I just have I have a pair of shorts on or something.
Right.
No big deal. But no, I'm not. I'm in underwear, but I realized it was so freaking cold. But I got it. I got to take care of her. She needs her puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
So, babe, that's for you. National Puzzle Month. Week. National Puzzle Week.
No, not the whole month.
Not the whole month.
She's got the week.
No, she does more. She did that puzzle, man. She's building a Siberian tiger right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Rare. And I thought this was funny that it's church separation week. Now, does that mean like this week you can go, I ain't going if you're like religious?
Separation of church and state.
That's what I'm thinking.
Separate them from, okay, you Jewish people stay here, you Catholics stay here.
No, that'd be church segregation week.
Okay, we're just trying. They make it so generalized. We're trying to figure it out ourselves.
And usually they do a what do you call that? A link where you could look it up. You couldn't even look it up. It's like someone just made it up and threw it on the list and said, "This is what it's going to be." Yeah, no.
Said church separation week. Someone said right on, and that's it. That's what they called it.
Yeah, I think we need to we still need to make our own day or week or something.
Yeah, because apparently it's easy.
Well, I read a thing how you could do it, and you just have to submit it. But a lot of these things are national, like a national day that someone really jumps on board with.
Right.
So that was funny. Angel just posted, remember when Mom brought home that dummy? You shouldn't talk about Dad that way. That was funny. Yeah, Dawn texted me, she said I sound angry tonight.
You sound angry.
Do I sound angry tonight?
I don't think so. I think you sound wonderful.
I think, you know what? I think because I was beating up Angel a little bit, that's the way it came off. But see, that's why Angel and I are each other. And I told her I loved her and everything, and then I beat her up, and then she's just like texting me back. So it didn't come out that way. So if it did, Angel, I'm sorry. Not really. But I'm really sorry if I came out like angry. No, not really, Angel. That's the way it is. Just thought you'd like to know that. So that's I didn't think saying. I came. I feel bad if I came out like that. Because I'm the kinder, gentler Roy.
But see, with your own siblings, as with mine, you both get edgy, especially when you're horsing around.
Yeah, I wasn't edgy though.
Yeah, you probably have a little edge.
Oh, no, it's coming through. Jimmy said I had a little edge.
Maybe a little edge.
So, babe, you're right. I had a little edge. I'm going to have that edge gone by the time I get home because I'm going to work it all right here and I'll watch you do your puzzle. It's going to be great.
Do you help with the puzzle?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I can. Here's the rule of the puzzle.
What?
I can help with the puzzle as long as she's working on the puzzle.
Okay.
But I cannot touch the puzzle when I'm doing it, when she's not there.
All right.
So it's like her puzzle, and I can help, but I can't take over the puzzle duties.
Okay, gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to me because, like, if I were to build we used to build models.
Right. Well, you can't take it over. You can contribute.
Right. That's it.
Gotcha.
And I think the more important thing is we're doing the puzzle together.
You're collaborative.
That's a big word, Mr. Shaw.
You're very welcome, my friend.
Man, that's why you're here.
You are collaborative. You're not controlling. You're collaborative.
No, I'm not a controlling guy. No. Do you do your puzzle? I want to help, but I can only do it for so long, and
then you're out.
Yeah. And she says I can go to sleep faster than anyone she knows. Anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You black out.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep and with more than, and since I can remember probably being 10 years old and talking to someone, maybe 10, 12 years old, in the middle of a sentence, passing out.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, we thought you were talking back and you just went to sleep. But I'm not a guy that goes to, what's that thing that Carl Kozlowski has that?
Narcoleptic?
Yeah. That's not the one where you sleep with dead people, right?
That's not the one you do things with dead people, no.
Right.
Narcolepsy, you black out. You're just done.
What's the other one?
Necrophiliac.
No, yeah, that is not it. That is not one. Oh.
Yeah, you're sure you're not a necrophiliac.
Line 1, you're on the Roy and Jimmy thing.
It's me.
Hi, honey.
It's Puzzle
Okay,
Girl.
2 things.
What's that? Oh, 2 things? That sounds like me now. When I go 1 thing and 2 things.
You're getting your CPR card revoked
Why?
Right?
because you couldn't even think of you couldn't even tell us the ratios.
Yeah, it was.
What was it?
30-2.
For what?
For breathe to pumps to breathe.
On an infant. What's an infant?
15-2.
With 1 man or 2 men?
With 1 man or 2 man?
1 man CPR or 2 man CPR?
50. Are you kidding me? There was a difference?
All right, give it back when you get home.
Wait a minute. You're really bothering me on this thing because I with 15-2 is 1 man.
We should have your mom call in. Tell Angel to get your mom to call in.
She'd call in, but apparently Texas is this is just too much to be able to call and talk to us on the phone. So Angel. Now, was she acting like she was just like, yeah.
No, okay, I have to tell you that. Okay, first of all, it's 30-2 when you're by yourself. When you get a second rescuer in there, then it's 15-2.
For an infant? Yeah, well, that's what I knew that. That's what you're right. I knew that.
What you said.
You got me confused. You're doing this test shit on me right now. I'm doing enough math at night. I don't need this now. I'm going to take your puzzle and put it in the car.
No, you leave my puzzle alone.
Don't touch my puzzle.
Huh?
Do not touch my puzzle.
Do not touch my puzzle. And Jimmy, he might make it through about 5 minutes, and he's snoring, so he doesn't make it very long to help me with my puzzle.
Well, good. Then it's actually therapeutic.
It is.
After a long day, you want to doze off, help you with a puzzle.
Right.
And he's gone.
Now what? No, easy. I want to be doing more than doing puzzles is the problem.
And
it's like, okay, hey baby, it's getting late. The puzzle's up. I'm about ready to fall asleep. And you go, I got a Siberian tiger to build, and you're like, what the hell? I got a little tiger over here. That's what I'm saying.
It is National Impotency Month, so.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And it goes along with National Puzzle Week also. See, they go together.
No. I want to know what happened last week, then, is what I'm talking about right here. And this tells you how old we are. We go all the way to Vegas, hotel room by yourself. Yeah. What, in Vegas, what do we do?
Go to sleep.
Yeah, we slept.
Yeah.
By the time we got home, we were wiped out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And it's not that I don't think you're freaking hot, and not that you put up with it, but it's just... This just turned into a Dr. Drew show. Now, you said 2 things. That was only 1 thing.
So when I said something about you being angry, here's the funny part about that.
What's that?
Well, I was texting with you as well as one of my teachers, Kelly. And when I texted you, I actually texted you a long time ago, said such language tonight, and you sounded angry. And Jimmy, you even said the same thing. When he first came on, he sounded angry. So that text actually came back like a long time ago, but it went to Kelly instead of you.
Oh, really?
So was Kelly upset?
So she wrote back and said, what?
You judging me now, Don? Sorry, Kelly, it's not what I meant. You judging me?
Whoa, Jimmy didn't say anything about any language.
No, but he said you sounded angry. You said, do I sound angry? And Jimmy said yes.
A little edgy. Remember?
No, he said edgy, not angry.
You said angry.
I said angry. He said edgy.
Okay. Well,
so you know what happened right? You know what happened right now? I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. You're listening to this on your phone, aren't you?
No, I was listening on my computer actually.
Oh, okay. Because if you were listening on your phone, it was probably what you heard because it was Sprint. So you just got like every third word.
Yeah, you were angry about Sprint too.
Yeah, I'm still into my phablet. I'm not. Are you going to keep that?
You weren't angry when we were in the Sprint store spending all that money.
Yes.
Yes, you are correct, sir. What? My question is: Are you going to keep the 6 Plus, We're going to put you on the spot right now, or are you going back to the 6?
I think it's too big. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another week, and we'll see.
The 6 is already bigger than the 5 and the 4, so maybe that's just enough. The plus is probably just a little too big.
I think it is.
Plus, you got half that thing across your face when you're making a phone call, right?
Well, you know what? The worst part is trying to put it in your pocket.
Right.
And you got little girl pockets on your clothing.
Well, but when I wear my scrubs, like today, I had it in my scrubs pocket, and I was sitting down, and the thing was poking out the top and hitting me.
Yeah.
And you know where it's hitting me.
Banging around, smacking you around.
Banging around boobies.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know.
Kind of pissing me off a little bit right there. Hey, it kind of pissed me off a little bit right there.
What, the phone got more action than you?
Yep.
Those things are meant to be. Those are meant to be smacked around at home. Goddamn.
Yeah, I smacked around at home without a puzzle.
All right. Well, I think that was it, and I think I said 2, and I gave you 3. So.
All right. Well, we'll get the comb cloud ready.
Yeah.
Fire out that Siberian tiger puzzle because I can't wait.
All right. Have fun.
All right.
Bye, Don.
Bye.
See ya.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Did she say love us?
Yes, I did. I said I love you guys.
Oh, love you guys. Love you too.
You kept her on the phone when you asked the question, right?
No, I thought she hung up.
I can say exactly. What did she? What that bitch just say?
I'm right here.
No, I didn't. What that? I would never have said that.
Just saying.
Wow. All right. See you soon.
That's kind of like when a hot guy walks by and I'm like, damn, and you go, I'm right here.
Yeah, she does that. We're following a guy in Vegas riding a bicycle by the school, okay? Right. And we're sitting ready to go by, and this guy's riding by. And I'm going to tell you, this guy's put together pretty good.
Sure.
You know? So he's riding in a pair of shorts and no top. Right. You know, no top, no shirt, and a pair of shorts. He's riding by, and she goes, honey, we could sit here for a while.
That's a good place. My feet are tired.
No, we're in the car.
Oh, geez.
We could have passed him, but she goes, no, we'll sit here a while. And he goes by, and I go, yeah, but you're going to get butt crack when he passes you. Sure enough, go by, no butt crack.
No
and she
butt
goes,
crack.
Nice.
Well, that kind of backfired on you.
Yeah, honey, I'm right here. I know. All right, left-hand turn. We're going to get something to eat. So
she just got out and said, I'll walk from here.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, you guys.
All right. See you soon, hon.
Don.
Bye.
Excellent.
Hey, we should probably, what the hell happened? That was an hour, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a break now. We'll come back here. Our buddy Derrick's in.
Derrick's in, walking in the room.
And we'll start off with some absolute hilarity.
Hilarity, because you didn't get any yet.
None.
No, all we got was bitching at my sister, my girlfriend, talking about doing puzzles and National Impotency Month, and we're good. So you were listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing here. Where, Jimmy?
We are on chaoticradio.com.
Nice. Give us a call after the break. We had Derrick in the room. See you in a couple minutes.
Here lies a city on fire, singing along, the arsonist choir.
And we're back.
Nah, dude, you can't talk over this.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
This is my homage to my buddy.
It's your homage.
We have a kinship that goes beyond words.
You have a kinship that goes beyond words. You know what we're gonna do right now?
It is true. Jimmy is my musical soulmate.
We realized about a year and a half ago that me and him are connected musically.
Yeah. I don't like the thing you made with your hand when you said connected.
We're on radio. I don't give a fuck what you saw.
I'm gonna take a picture from here.
It wasn't anything sexual. It was just linking. It was just linking.
It was linking? Yeah, you were linked. All right. We're back with the Roy and Jimmy thing here on chaoticradio.com.
Yes, and
you know what? I'm gonna let you do it since you guys are so linked and so tight and so musically involved. Yeah. And this show started out, it started out being angry, we heard.
That's what we heard, yes. We had the edge.
So we got nothing but love right now.
I'm just going to let this softly fade out.
So fade it out, man. Jimmy, work it.
Until the good shit comes in.
Bring him in. Come on, bring him in, Jimmy. Bring him in right. Bring him in good.
Did you see the look on his face, Derrick, when this thing started playing?
Yeah.
Exactly. What the fuck are you doing?
I just thought that's how you guys normally bring in your commercial breaks.
We're the quiet storm on NPR or something like that. My
favorite thing was the beginning of the show. We started out with Lee Greenwood, proud to be an American.
Neil Diamond.
Oh no, I forgot it was Neil Diamond. Yeah. That's who it was. See, I hated it so much I even forgot who it was. Well, the internet, coming to America. Really, that's what we started this shit with, and now we go into this.
The internet was down, and all I had was American playlists, so I picked my favorite, Neil Diamond.
Well, that's all right. Diamond came in. Instead of funky, maybe that's why I was so pissed off in the beginning of the show.
I might have put
you got to bring that music back up again because you didn't bring Derrick in the right way. You got to bring him in. You got to bring him in with some. There we go. There we go. Get him in here, Jimmy. Get him in here. Like, you need to see this. His head is just like.
I know it. I don't have to see it.
He knows. He knows. Telepathically, he knows.
I don't have to see it. I'm enjoying this right now.
Man, at least somebody's enjoying this shit that's happening right here.
Anywho, thanks for coming in, Derek. How you been, buddy?
I've been good, man. It's good to see you, Jimmy. I feel like I haven't seen you in a really long time.
It's been a while. Take some time off, do some adult grown-up shit. And
God, that sounds awful.
It does. It is. It's very awful.
That sounds awful. That's like the worst part of being an adult is actually being an adult.
Yeah, no shit.
Right? Like, I just thought you could just be an adult and just act like a kid. And that's all being adult was, is nobody told you couldn't. And that's the only difference. And then you realize, like, oh, shit, like, I have to do this.
And you realize that all that other stuff isn't getting done.
Yeah, right? Like bills and shit. It's stupid.
So. It is stupid. And then you know what's funny is you hear kids, and not saying that because we did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, man, I got to do this and I got to do that. I got to get. Really?
Yeah.
That's what you have to do? If I could, and this is not true, if you could go over and start over again and like go back to school and go back to high school and do all that, you could put in way less effort.
Yeah.
Probably not be there anywhere near as much.
Yeah.
Have more fun and freaking rock in grades and everything.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell everybody too. I'm like, guys, you don't understand. I don't want to be an adult so bad. My goal is to tell dick jokes for a living. Like that's how far I'm running from adulthood.
And that is totally in the way of being an adult.
Yeah.
Let me do my dick jokes.
Let me do them.
Just let me tell dick jokes and pay me to do it. That's what I want.
That's a progression because you're like way away from the poop and fart jokes. You're like into dick jokes. That's like huge, like big. And Jimmy, what was that? What kind of intro was that?
What was that?
We got Derrick Murray in here, stand-up comic. Also does a show here in Chaotic Radio on Sunday nights.
Yes, Jack of all
nerds, 8 to 10.
That is true. That is me.
That is you, the one and the only. There's probably a lot more Derrick Murrays, but not this one.
Not this one. I'm the only one.
The only one telling dick jokes, not wanting to grow up.
I should hope so.
Why? There might be another dick joke telling Derrick.
I should Google myself more often.
Yeah, wait a minute. Which Derrick Murray? The dick joke guy.
Dick joke guy.
The guy that tells dick. That. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the guy.
I thought you were on the poop and fart joke. I'm sorry.
That's my guy.
I messed it up.
Right. And he's not the guy telling like clean jokes.
That's the guy.
Okay,
I just prefer not to.
I can. That's true. That when you do clean stuff, how hard is that?
You know what? It's I started clean, and so it was easier for me. I'm just naturally I just curse naturally in my normal talk. So for me, it was I had to I knew I had to just start clean in order to kind of get into that market, I guess. And then as I got better, I just kind of was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just kind of a dirty comedian, I guess. But anytime I try to write a joke, most of the time I try to write jokes that don't rely on cursing, but if I curse, it doesn't matter.
Well, right? No, absolutely.
Well, your bits and topics have never been nasty or dirty.
Yeah, well, and I have them. Like I have sex.
Well, we've all got those. But you know where to put the words. You know how to not be gross about it. And stuff.
For sure.
We've done tons of shows, dude. I know that.
For sure. And I mean, there's a lot of shows, clean shows, places like churches and corporate gigs and fundraising gigs, like. Those gigs pay, but 9 times out of 10, you have to be clean. So,
right.
You really can't be a blue comedian and work that circuit. And they pay well sometimes.
And who was that told us that? Remember, who was that? Remember, Jimmy, we were talking to that said, if you're clean, you can always go to dirty, but if you're dirty, it's hard to come back clean.
Brett
Ernst.
That was Brett. Okay. Yeah.
Which is really true. It's easy to go dirty. Like that's easy. But if you start dirty, it's really hard to kind of break that cycle and try to clean shit up.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing you said though about you naturally speak that way, but anyone can get dirty and say stuff, but you try not to make that the funny part.
Right.
Like you can drop F-bombs to be funny. And that's like a crutch I have. I know I do.
Really?
Is if I'm in a situation I'm not comfortable in.
Yeah.
Or maybe trying new material, or maybe it's not going quite as well, trying new stuff.
Yeah.
I could listen to the playback and count F-bombs.
Oh, really?
And I can. I'm like, dude, there they go. There they go.
In the beginning, it's nerves. That's how you kind of get over the nerves and stuff like that. But, you start out clean like Derek or myself or when we are all doing clean. Then when you drop a shit bomb or an F-bomb, then everybody's surprised and humored at the same time because, oh, my God, that just came out. So you use it for a nice surprise, but you definitely don't crutch on it.
And I know it is. I mean, I can sit there and listen to a tape and go, it's not going well because I'll count them.
Really?
I'll just like, there's another one. There's another one. I will. I'll count them. I'll go, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Dude, you are just sucking, right? I mean, what are you doing? And it is a crutch.
It can't. For a lot of people, it is. Yeah, for a lot of people, F-bombs are the crutch.
Right, and it's not like I do it. I mean, constant. It's not like it, but
Sure.
but when I'm doing 15 minutes and there's probably over 4 or 5.
Oh yeah,
it's probably not what it needs to be. I mean, maybe one, and because if it's part of normal conversation,
yeah,
it's not a problem.
Right.
But when you're just like going, oh, and come
just
on,
kinda
dude,
comes
what
out,
are you doing? If it
Yeah.
just kind of flows out a little bit, but when I do it, I tend to be. Here's another topic we started this morning or this earlier tonight in the show. When I say it, I usually end up getting a little angry. So I'm like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
It's all about controlling it. That's all. So what you been up to, buddy, with shows and stuff? You got anything coming up? Tell us about yourself, buddy.
Yeah, I do have a number of shows coming up. It was so funny, too, because for like November and December, I was like, okay, I'm just going to calm down on scheduling. I'm not going to like go out and try to hunt down a bunch of shows and just kind of ease myself so I can kind of reflect on the year and, spend time with family, girlfriend, whatever.
Sure.
And I have like 10 shows booked in December. It's so stupid. I didn't even go out to find them. I just started like all of a sudden I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not available any of these days. I'm doing all this stuff. So yeah, I mean this weekend on Saturday I'll be in Barstow. I'm doing a charity event there. On Sunday, I'll be in Pomona at the DBA Wine Bar.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a cool little place.
That's such a fun room, man. I love that
Me,
room.
him, and Sean did that about a year ago.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yeah, I did it. Does Mikey was running at the time?
Mikey was running at the time, and now my good friend Matt Avila, he runs it right
Okay,
now.
yeah, I did it. I did it for Mikey. That's how long it's been.
Oh wow! Actually, you know what's funny? The very first gig I did where I actually got paid was a Mikey show at DBA.
Really?
Yeah, it was the first. I had just started. I was maybe 4 shows into my comedy career ever, and he put me on the show, and I did okay, and then he gave me $5. That was the first paid gig I ever got, and I still have it framed. By the way,
oh, that's cool.
I framed my first $5 paid gig, and I still have it framed to this day.
Dude, my first paid gig, I spent like immediately. I should have saved it. I mean, come on. That's cool, but that's a cool thing when you get paid because you're like, dude, I'm doing something.
Yeah, right. It was cool. I mean, it was $5, but fuck it. It was more worth it to frame it than it was to do something.
And
with
it feels great too because the guy running the show just come up behind you, and just say, "Hey, here's something for some gas money. Thanks for coming out."
Right.
Just something really cool like that.
You know what I love about that though is almost every booker hands people money like it's a fucking drug deal. Like
that's exactly
they always they pull you off to the side and they're like, "Hey, bro, thanks for coming out. Hey, keep your hand down, man."
Right.
And they slide it into your hand when they give you the high five.
Right. It's almost like they don't. It's like they do it so like I want to see you. I gave you 20 and I gave that guy 30 and this guy got 50 and you got 8. What the hell?
I feel like they're handing you blood money. Like what did I do aside from comedy? Did you use me as a drug meal? What happened?
It's like a Godfather hand. It's like here you go, give you the Godfather hug and a little bro hug. Boom.
Yeah.
Here you go, a little something in your back pocket for you. Here you go. You take that. You saw nothing. Go on. Get out of here.
And then you look at it and you're like, you don't know which side of that you're on. Did I get the big money or did I get nothing?
Right.
And the funny part is I don't count it. I mean, it's just like, that was cool and I put it in my pocket, because you don't want to sit there in front of the guy going, what is this, 5?
Yeah, right.
Is this a 5er? Did you give me a 5 or did you meant 4?
Wrap a 5. What did you do? What did you wrap this 20 in?
Right. Give you a pimp roll, right?
Is there a 20? What is this?
Give me a total dick and hold it up, make sure it's good.
Check for the lines.
We're good, yeah.
You got your pen in your pocket and put the line on it.
Oh, this is a new 5. Okay.
I get it.
All
I get it.
All right, let's see what you did there.
I like when you do one of those and the show's over and you're hanging out and it's one of those shows where everyone's getting something, and everyone's bailed out and all the comics just kind of sitting around and having a good time. And then as it gets longer and longer, it's just getting quiet. Like everyone's going, give me my money.
Oh, yeah.
That's all my money.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Let's get this shit. Let's go.
I wanted to leave after the first comic. Just give me my money.
Give me my money.
Give me half my money. These guys suck.
Yeah,
I want to go. I really want to go.
Yeah, I want to hold up my $5 and show everybody.
I think we've, like I said, me and Derek, we've done a lot. I'm surprised you haven't met him, Ray.
I know it. It's crazy.
But me and Derek, we did a show down in Lucky John's. Stanton.
Yeah.
And
I
Connor,
remember that.
Connor was there. Kate came down. Kate Stark came down. There was a ton of people down there. This place was just not ready for a show. And that's the place where that's the one where you saw the pictures where it's the neon lighting.
Right.
You know, my orange shirt's glowing in the dark. I took a picture of Derek and it looked like an X-ray.
Yeah. You're performing on a stripper stage. Like, that's what it is.
Stripper stage, just phosphorescence everywhere. You know, you can see the CSI blue light on the ground where all the cum is. And which is what they call
it sparkles.
Yeah. And that's basically your spot on the stage where the cum is. You stand there, we'll light you there.
Yeah. Well, it's a circle.
Yeah. It's a circle, the bukkake ring.
Bukkake ring.
Where the comics perform.
Never thought I would perform on a bukkake stage, guys.
No, we did, and we did it twice. I've been there twice. I'm sure you were there twice. But those kind of shows, it was so freaking fun because it was unpredictable. Because all the comics, it's when you go, got nothing to lose.
Oh yeah,
you have nothing to lose. And I remember Derek just wailing it out and just beating it into these people. I did the same, and then Connor came up and blew them out. It was just
it was a lot of fun.
We played some places, dude.
Yeah. That was a fun show though. I think I did it twice. I think I've done that show twice.
I've done it twice. Yeah, the Lucky Tangerine, I think they called it.
Yeah, the Fat Tangerine. That's what it was.
The Fat Tangerine.
I don't think they don't do that show anymore, right?
No, Brian didn't. Brian quit doing that there. Brian was it Brian Lee?
Yeah.
And then the little Johnny Flowers did it for a little bit.
Oh.
And who does it? Have you done the 202 down there?
Yeah, I did the 202. Long time
202.
Ago, the good old 202 club.
Oh my God, that was
Red Alert.
202.
Me and Sean down with that. I did it once.
Dude, that's the best picture I have ever seen almost of anyone doing stand up.
What's that?
Is it the one
The 202?
Yeah.
Me down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Zhivago were down there the first time I went.
And really?
And he took a picture of me with no one on stage and Jimmy killing it.
Killing it with a cup.
Yeah. And then me and Sean went down there, and me and Sean were bored that night, and I said, let's go do it. And there was like half that crowd was there.
Yeah.
And Johnny Flowers, super funny, great guy, but he kept getting our names mixed up.
Oh, yeah.
So we introduced Sean first, and he said, there's Sean Shaw. And when Sean kept correcting him before that, but he just wouldn't get it. And then I was Jimmy Williams for the rest of the night.
Johnny Flowers is so funny. It cracks me up.
But the first time I went up on stage, Johnny, you don't know what's going on, but it was fun for what it is.
Wasn't that the time he came running back in with a chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was chicken night.
He came flying back in.
And it's so funny too because it's this old ass house in Anaheim,
right?
Like tucked behind, but right across the street, these modern condominiums, townhouse things. You know, I mean, it's a super modern across the street.
Yeah, right.
But where I parked, that's where I actually did a selfie with my truck in the dark, and my hashtag was mommy.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at. GPS me. I don't know if I'll make it out. But those guys were super great. In fact, I met Johnny Gold down there. So.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. He actually runs the show in the beginning. So.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's a pretty fun show.
A good place and a shitty place is you still have a great time and meet great people. So.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how some of the you would think are the shittiest places
end up being the blast?
Have the biggest, the most fun at?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think a huge folly of a lot of comedians is they go into a room, and I've fallen guilty to this too. I've actually just recently stopped doing that. But, you walk into a room, there's maybe a handful of people there, maybe 4 people there, 3 people there, whatever the number is. And then you get up and you're like, well, fuck this place. And all you do is just shit on the room. You shit on the people there, you shit on the empty chairs, you whatever. And I did it too. I use it as a crutch all the time. But I recently just kind of looked at it and I was like, no, you know what? Those people, whether they know it or not, they're there. You know what I mean? They're there to see a show.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether they're drunk, whether we surprised them, it doesn't. The fact of the matter is, you and them are here at the same time. So you owe it to them to not shit, because then all you're gonna do is just make them feel shitty for sitting there.
Right.
And you don't want to do that. There's only 4 people. Why are you gonna make them feel like assholes because they decided to sit and watch?
They're the ones that are hanging out and doing it,
right.
And you're giving them shit.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Me and Roy did the Park Bar in Burbank for Eric.
Eric, yeah, we did it for
the Liams of Burbank.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And we got out there, we were excited, and Roy got voted to go first.
Yeah.
And these 2 guys came into the bar, and they said, what the hell's going on? And the other guy tapped and went, oh, fuck, it's comedy night.
It's a true story.
And made me laugh, and Roy went out there and just hit them, and then we all just treat it as it was, and it's actually a better training thing if you can make them laugh. You're actually
that's
working.
the best reaction to a bar show I've ever heard.
Oh shit! It's comedy night.
It's comedy night. You're like, great. I'm up here. I mean, I think I got at one point went and sat on a bar stool with somebody.
Yeah, you would.
Just like I walked over to her table. It's like, what's up? But what do you do? I mean, and you have probably, I don't know, 70 people in there, and you're looking at probably 8 that are paying attention.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm engaged with somebody. Let's go on over here and have a seat. And
I did that. You remember I did that at a fucking Margarita Rocks?
Yes.
They had a wireless mic at Margarita Rocks, and they did comedy there for a second. It was like open mic / kind of book show or whatever.
For a second, yes.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of comedians and then like maybe a handful of people there.
5, 6.
Yeah, if that. But the thing about Margarita Rocks is it's like this huge room with no one in it. So even
it accentuates it.
It just makes it feel that much worse. It's different at like a Liam's, which is like a really small place. So even if there's only a handful of people there, it's enough. They're right up in the front so that you can be kind of engaged with them. Here, there is no engagement. It's just so.
And where you're at at that place is you are so far against the wall, and they got this drop down dining area, then the bar.
Yeah,
and everyone was at the bar.
Everyone's just hanging out. So it's
like you're shooting over a boxing ring trying to do your job.
Okay, now were there TVs on the walls too?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, perfect. Right.
It's not a bar show unless the TVs are on.
No, we're not turning them off.
So they had a wireless mic, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. So I just walked off the stage and walked up to the bar and did the whole rest of my set at the bar. Just started talking to the dude sitting on the side. One dude had just gotten divorced. I started hitting on the bartender for no reason. It was one of the most fun sets I've ever had in my life.
It was so funny, and he actually talked to people who weren't comics there. There was actually probably 5 people who weren't comics.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they were trying to avoid the comedy, and I made sure they couldn't.
They had that look like, oh shit, here he comes. Who put the wireless up?
Yeah, why they let him loose?
A fucking wireless mic.
and it's funny because I think you're kind of afraid to do that shit, but when you start, you're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I did that of all places. I was asked to go do that one at the Alzheimer's place. It was an Alzheimer's retirement type thing, and they wanted me to go do their big event. And I'm like, all right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And I get there, and I thought, well, they said, oh, there's going to be council people there. There's going to be this kind of people. I'm like, all right. There were 5 people there that were under the age of 45.
Yeah.
And everyone else was like 80.
Did you walk around?
I did. And I went out, there's a gazebo.
Yeah.
And there was a microphone setting there, like on a regular, not even a stool, like a chair. You'd sit down at a table, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I think I called you.
You did.
I'm like, Jimmy, what am I going to do here? And he goes, just what? All right. So I just walked through the tables where they're having dinner and just sat down with them and it's like, well, what are they going to do? And they got Alzheimer's, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to remember this shit tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, that's the best thing about being a comic. You can call your buddy going, okay, I'm about to do this kind of gig. I don't know what to do. And they'll push you through.
Yeah, right.
You do it anyways.
I'm like, what did I do? Really? What do I have in I guess I could be their grandson or something. I don't know.
I did the Universal Bar out there in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Lancashire. Jeez. I was heckled from the bar. This guy wasn't letting up on me. And finally I just turned him into just blab noise, like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Because I was hearing him. He's right there. And I just had to take him out and stay on my bit. So it keeps you on your shit.
Yeah, right.
Stay on your bit and then get off if you need to for this guy. But it was a constant heckle for, my whole 5 minutes.
My whole 5 minutes.
A whole long 5 minutes.
My whole 5 minutes, yes.
What I remember, too, about the Park Bar when those guys walked in is behind where they had the stage is they had a big TV.
Yeah.
And they pulled the curtains
and shut it.
Shut them so you couldn't see it. But the TV was still on. So you see people at the bar trying to peek around you so they could see if see what was still on behind the TV. It's like, really, dude? I mean, come on.
One of the new worst shows I've ever done.
What are the new worst shows?
Yeah, I've replaced it. And you know what? None of them care. None of them are listening. I don't give a shit. So I did this show. I went out and did I did like a festival in North Carolina.
You and Sam, right?
Yeah, no. We did. Sam and I did Laughlin.
That's right.
I did North Carolina on my own.
Look at you.
It's
that's right. That was your Waffle House.
Let's just say festival is a strong word. So
it was festive.
It was even that's pushing it. First of all, it's called the Midwest Comedy Festival, and it's in North Carolina. Just to kind of sum it all up as to what you think it'll be.
Let you know the geography lesson right there.
So I figured, okay, well, I'll just be there for I think I was going up on like the last day, and it was like a 3-day event. So it was a 3-day event. So I just got there for the whole 3 days. I was like, whatever. Worst case scenario, I took a trip to North Carolina. So I watched the first 2 shows, and they're having it at like a nightclub. And the nightclub, the first 2 nights were like ours. So you could go out onto the dance floor. They set up a bunch of chairs. They had an actual stage. No TVs were on. It was just us, which means it was just us and comics and like 2 audience members. That was the festival.
Good start.
So, yeah, right. Strong. So for 2 nights, for 2 nights, that's what it was, right? So I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna make the most of it. Tomorrow night's my night. I'll just go up. I'll do my stuff. It'll be great. Whatever. No big deal. So I get to the nightclub on this last night, and they had said the night before, hey, we have to be done at 10 because they're going to have an event afterwards. Well, the club decided that they're going to start the event at 8 until 10 and then start the real event at 10. So they took over the stage, removed all the chairs from the dance floors, and then had a DJ turn it up to where you could hear the bass outside in the parking lot, right? So
Optimum commissions.
Oh, it gets so
commissions.
It gets so much better.
It gets better.
it's just the setup.
So they were like, oh, you guys can still have your comedy show. You guys can use this little side VIP room.
Oh, Jesus.
If you guys want to perform still. This VIP room is literally just. It's the dance floor, the bar, and then there's just like a couple of couches and some chairs in this room. The only thing separating you from the actual club is a curtain. There's nothing that shuts out the sound of the club. And so they set up their little mic over there. They brought in their own little DJ. And I literally performed in the club as the club was happening.
So it's pumping.
That's exactly what it was like. That's exactly what it was like. Do comedy like that.
So we're going to do the show like, let's try it.
Derrick now.
So we want to make you feel at home.
This is how you would do comedy.
So at this point you were wishing you were back at the stripper stage.
Oh my God, yes. It was just so, and then like it like the VIP room from like when you look at it, it just looked like you were performing in somebody's living room.
Oh nice.
Oh my God, it was so one of the worst shows. I had a great time, but it was one of the worst shows I've ever done.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's what we'll do.
Exactly. There was never a point in my mind where I was like, I probably shouldn't go up. That never crossed my mind, not once. I was like, fuck, I have to go up.
I have to go up. I have to.
Yeah.
It's my time. I have to do this.
There was never a point where I thought I should just quit.
And you got to go to South Carolina.
North
Carolina.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not. But yeah, it is.
Well,
the same shit. It was a Midwest comedy.
It was a Midwest comedy. You can call it the same thing, whatever you want.
Yeah, it was in the Midwest.
Yeah, I looked it up. There are 8 states separating the Midwest from North Carolina, by the way.
But
geographically.
What would you call it?
There is an ocean on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Whatever. I had a great time going down by myself into downtown for pretty much the whole day. And then just like they have like a giant science center. They have like 8 museums and like all this really cool stuff.
So you cultured up a little bit.
I did. It was one of the most fun and saddest experiences I've had in my life. Because like I'm browsing through like all these museums, but it's just me. And I kind of just like realized like, oh shit, I'm a creepy 30-year-old dude walking around the science center with nothing but a bunch of kids on field trips. Like, it felt a little weird. I felt a little weird. I'm not going to lie.
You're basically living like Ferris Bueller, hitting the museums, the French restaurants.
Yeah, but
except he had no camera in it.
No one with him.
Yeah, and he had friends.
I had no friends.
Yeah, I had no one. It was just me fucking taking selfies in a museum the whole day.
You were the sausage king.
Yes.
Of the Carolinas.
The Carolinas.
There was a point where there was like this really cool statue with like it was like this huge statue, and then they had like this building in the back. I was like, oh, that's a really cool picture opportunity, but I can't like take a picture myself. And so there were these two like old white dudes walking up. And so I like went up to them, and their faces as I approached them was the funniest, most frightful, most racist face a white person can ever make. They were so terrified. I don't look threatening at all. No. But they were so like I had to talk so white to calm these dudes.
Talk so white.
So I walked up to him and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, sir," and I stepped back a little bit, and I was like, "Can you just take a picture real quick?" And then it like calmed him down. Oh yeah, no problem. Nope. Yeah, their initial reaction was great. It was
that's hilarious.
This darker than I person is approaching me.
It's literally the blackest I've ever felt. It was a huge compliment.
You got some street credits.
Yeah, right. Scared two old white men. It was awesome.
Oh man! But see, hey, you did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
You hit it, and you have a great story.
Yeah.
I got
absolutely.
Whatever.
The worst place I played, it was the best. His best room. It was the Annex, what they call the Stage 2 now at the Ice House.
Oh God, I love that room so much.
Oh, so yeah.
And it was still called the Annex then. And this is a guy Roy hooked me up with.
Oh my God, I did his show too.
He did this guy's show, and it was great. It was bomb. I mean, amazing show. And
it was one of the best shows I ever did there.
Yeah, it was. And the guy says, "You want to do it next?" And I said, "Oh hell yeah, I'm in." I get there, and this guy's having a meltdown, a withdrawal, or something like that, because the comics are coming up, and he's introducing, he's getting agitated, the host.
It's his show, and he's the host.
And then somebody came up to this guy and said, wanted some money, apparently, and that pissed him off.
Yeah.
So the comic before me goes off. So instead of coming up saying, put your hands up for this guy, boom, boom, the guy coming up now, my intro was this: "You goddamn comics, you don't know how good you got it. You want me to pay for your drink and your parking? You should be thanking me for the stage time." And that's all he's doing. He's ranting, and I'm standing there going, I'm next. You motherfuckers. I mean, he was just coming off. Oh yeah, Jimmy Shaw.
And that was it. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh, it's the best intro ever.
It was like Fred Sanford just going off on Lamont, and then all of a sudden, Jimmy Shaw.
It was Peanut.
It was Peanut, yes. And the whole room cleared because they're wondering there was a fight going on because of this guy.
Yeah, right.
And it was me, and I wish I remember the guy's name, but it was me and someone else, and we're the only people in the room.
Yeah, it was, and that's the show that went like.
It went long.
Like. It was way past. It was like almost. It was ridiculous. Wow. And he always promoted that he would give away things.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So we got giveaways. We got gas cards, and we got this and that.
He gave a pack of socks.
He gave a pack of socks away during this. No, I am not kidding you. He gave away socks.
A pack of socks like from Walmart and shit. What?
Look, I've gotten some weird shit as payment for comedy, but that's a new one on me.
Socks.
Pack of socks, dude. It was
great. Freaking
wow,
great.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but it's funny how it turned from one to the other.
Oh, he was something. This guy was something.
We're gonna get out of here for just a minute. We are here. Look at man. Derek's just like grew. He's gonna stay here during the break and just listen to this shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's my boo. I got him.
That's my boo. I got it. You are listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing here on chaoticradio.com. We got Derrick Murray. We'll be back in a few minutes. Give us a call 909-989-0789. See you in a few. I'm into this a little bit.
It's pretty groovy, right?
Okay, we're here. All of a sudden, I'm feeling a little love.
There you go.
I got a look the other day. I told my girlfriend, said some soul and R&B and Motown, and sometimes, it's just like
all you need.
You need it.
God,
yeah.
You
need that in your life. I agree.
We gave Derek some shit on this one. I said we did a show at Flappers, and this black guy came out, and he looked like this guy, Maxwell. I said, that guy looks like Maxwell. I go, he's a black singer. Because we bond on our Christina Aguilera.
We bond.
He's a male black singer.
Yeah. You are back here at Roy and Jimmy Think, chaoticradio.com. We've got Derrick Murray here from Jack of All Nerds and everything else. The Hilarious, having a good time with him. He's on Sunday nights. You can catch him here 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
And, of course, you got the Blaine Humble Show every day, 8 to 11. Immediately followed by a replay, 11 to 2, Chaotic Motorsports. Monday night, 7 to 8. Football Matters, 8 to 10. The Zig Zone comes on right before us. And then, of course, we're here, right, Jimmy? We're somebody.
Right. We're at Tuesdays, 8 to 9 live. Or 8 to 10 live.
Yeah, 8 to 10. What the hell, man? 8 to 9. Sometimes we check out at 9, but we're here till 10.
This is all recorded.
This is all recorded. Once Derek came in, we went pre-tape.
Yeah, you're going to hear this shit you just heard a minute ago. And then we've got the newest show on chaotic.com.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Chaotic Locker Room.
6:30 to 8.
With Matt Aldrich and the boys and CFO.
Trucker Matt and the CFO.
CFO here. Under the Covers with Mark, Wednesday nights. And Fat Boy Universe, 7 to 9 on Thursdays. Toxic Underground Live Saturdays and Motown Mayhem Saturday night, 7 to 8. So
that is a full lineup.
And then what else you got? You have what after that? 24/7 music.
24/7. Anytime.
What? And you're going to get some of that stuff that Jimmy's just playing. You're going to get it.
Oh, I love it.
You're going to get that. You're going to get Motown. You're going to get Metallica. You're going to get all this.
Get all of it. And how else are you going to listen to it, Jimmy?
Well, I'll tell you what.
You tell me.
If I was you.
Pretend you're me for a minute.
I'm going to pretend you that I will not. The only place I'll listen to this is my chaoticradio.com app.
Right.
On my smartphone, my tablet.
Right.
Bluetooth it through your car radio.
Yes.
Headphone it when you work out. Listen to it live or select any of these shows afterwards in the podcast list.
Or if you're like Jimmy, you're going to play your...
You're going to put in your cassette
adapter and listen to it through that.
Run your cord. Yeah, there's a jack on there. Yeah, I do have a cassette player in my truck. And I didn't choose it. It came with it, but it did have a CD. But I still use my smartphone with it, some bitch.
The some bitch.
Can I? Because I only know one other human being that still has that.
Yeah.
And it's my girlfriend. You have the tape with the cord that you plug into the phone?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Jimmy.
Dude, it's bomb. Well, here's what happened. Okay.
You know, my favorite thing is you guys were bonding on this music thing. He's just like writing you out a little bit right now. You just lost some cred.
Cool. There's a little bit, cool. But it's amazing at the same time.
But I'm going to bring him in with this. This is what I'm going to bring him in with. Okay. Truck came with that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's my yellow truck. I can't find another like it.
Yeah.
What I did was instead of putting an aftermarket radio head unit.
Yeah.
I put an aftermarket converter under the seat that converts your radio to a sept amps and preamps and separates and all that.
Okay.
So I've got a banging system with a Clark Kent face.
Okay. All right.
iPod. I had the iPod in the center console. Shit was bitching.
Okay.
But now I Bluetooth it, and the only way to Bluetooth it, cassette adapter.
It cracks me up right there. You just use bitching.
Right?
You just use bitching.
It goes hand in hand with the cassette cord.
Exactly.
Like
that's what I thought was funny about it.
I got my groovy Walkman going on. I got this.
Well, I had to translate because Derek's only like 30, so bitching to him was like, who you mad at? He didn't know what he didn't know.
He's down.
He's down. He's down.
I remember the first time my dad ever used that word because we never cussed when my household was like a no cuss word house. And I remember the first I was showing my dad this girl that I had a crush on in like kindergarten or first grade or something like that. And my dad goes,
working the ladies.
My dad looks at her picture and he's like, "Oh, Derek, she's bitching." And I was like, "Did you just call her a bitch?" I was
so hurt.
I was so hurt. And then he had to like explain the difference to me. Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever heard that word.
My dad was great. My first girlfriend crush thing and stuff I was so young, and I was telling him about it. And my dad leans over and he grabs my bicep, gives it a squeeze. He goes, "Tell me, Jimmy, does she have a lot of squeeze muscle?" Which was dinner time talk for titties. And
wow.
I turned beet red, but it made me laugh. And to this day, you got a lot of muscle?
That's a good one to take with you, Jimmy.
I'm keeping it.
Ready?
I'm keeping it.
That was a vacation moment. Ready? Good talk, Dad.
Good talk, Dad.
Should pop a beer. That good talk, Dad.
The first time you hear bitching, you don't know if it's a cuss word, mild cuss word. Where are the rules on this thing? You know, you can't say shit. Yeah. You can't say shit. You already know that's the limit. Where's bitching? Are we bitching? Are we bitching buddies now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you just press the envelope and see how far you could go.
You go pushing it. Yeah. Fart, bitching, groovy, fuck this.
Oh.
See how you got there.
Yeah. It's an escalated thing. Remember the first time you just blurted a word like that out in front of your parents?
Yes.
Look at everyone remembers. Where were you when that? And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I remember."
Yeah. Everyone remembers where they were the first time they did it.
Now I remember when I did it the first time, I didn't know what I said, and it wasn't really a bad word.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably about 9, and I remember coming home, and I don't even know where I heard it. and I said something. It was something that should have been said, like, that's such a snow job. Like, but I said blow job. And I'll still remember I was at a house. So I had to be like 9 years. So I was in Ontario, 626 Gardenia Court. See, I remember the address, and I remember saying, "Oh, that's such a blow job." And I remember going, "What?"
Who laughed the hardest, your mom or your dad?
Well, my dad, my dad has that look. My dad has that look that still makes me want to shit. I mean, he just kind of looks at me, and I'm like, "Oh no, he's gonna kill me." And my mom, she's like, "Oh, who told you that?" And I felt like the movie didn't come out yet, but I see it now, and I think of Ralphie and Christmas Story.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he said it. I didn't know who said it. I just I don't know.
That's pretty mild. Mild for your first semi-bad.
That's
word.
what I mean. It wasn't a bad word, but I didn't know. I don't think I even realized it was bad until, I don't know, a few years later. But I remember the looks on their faces, like, who the hell said that?
That's nice.
What'd you do, Derek? What did you? What word did you drop?
So I was. My parents had already divorced, and my dad was still super, super strict, but my mom was like really lenient, and so I was just kind of starting to learn the difference in like which household I could get away with certain stuff.
The rules and regs
right,
on each
right.
location.
So I knew at my dad's house, like, there was no cursing, there was no you don't push limits, you just do what he says and call it a day. But at my mom's house, I was like slowly kind of trying to figure out what I could and couldn't get
just
away
pushing
with.
it,
Just little by little, just trying to see what I could get away with. And she would cuss all the time in front of me. And so I remember we were at the mall. It was me, her, and like one of her friends or something like that. We were eating in the food court, and we got up and we left. And I was like, "Oh, I left my glasses. Let me try this out." And I go, "Oh shit!" And just yell it out, like in total kid fashion, where there's like no real context for it. Like you don't really know how to curse right yet. So I just blurted it out, and they all like turned, and I thought they were gonna say something about the word, and they were just like, "What?
Stunned.
What?
What?" And I was like, "Oh, I left my glasses. I'll be right back." And that's when I knew I could say whatever I wanted.
That was
in that
it.
house. That was it. It was freedom.
Shocked him and did a walk-off.
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
great.
Hilarious.
Like a boss.
Just right through it. We barreled through.
What was yours, Jimmy?
Mine was the F word. And
you dropped it. You dropped it, granddaddy.
Yeah, mine was. I was probably like 6 years old.
Oh, Jimmy, 6 years old, dropping the F-bombs.
Yeah, I hit that hard. It just came right out because you hear it. You hear what your folks, your friends, their friends, and all that, and it just comes out. And I just said, "Oh fuck." And,
straight up.
I remember I was in my little hallway in Upland, and I just remember Dad looking at me like he was puzzled, like he just found treasure, didn't know what to say. And Mom, I got a little soap in the mouth, sure, but it wasn't harsh. I think all three were just as surprised that it came out of my little mouth.
You were 6?
Yeah.
Where did you hear that word at 6?
Oh, it was probably my dad.
Oh,
No, sure it was.
Yeah. All right.
But isn't it funny when you start doing that, like probably around elementary school where you start like you're at school and just start saying that shit with your buddies.
Right.
Oh, and then you write it on the board.
Yeah, and you're like,
and
then you have that thing where you like got to transfer from school mouth to home mouth, and it like almost like, and you hear kids do it, and it's like, oh yeah, well, frick. Yeah. I mean, could you get away with that? I mean, it's like I wouldn't get away. I wouldn't get away with it.
I could a little bit. All the F word synonyms were a little hard to get away with.
Right.
Yeah. Things like shoot and darn and all the stupid things that you use to substitute for cuss words. I couldn't get around that. But it's just so funny when like I love when kids cuss. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Because they don't know how to do it right yet. They know they're not allowed to say it. So when they're in circles that they can, they just say it. There's it doesn't make any sense. There's no context. There's no rhyme or reason for it. They're just blurting the word out because they know they're not allowed to use it.
Because there's a definite cadence.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You hear that people talk about it. It's like, well, mother shit, and you're like, what is that? You got it. You don't know. You're a dumb, stupid, no good. Piece of, it just doesn't come out.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Mother shit, that's my favorite.
Mother shit. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Mother shitter. I mean, you don't even know.
So good.
You don't even know, but I don't know. It just kind of cracks me up, and then you try to turn that thing like you did, and you just popped out with it, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Little pause.
There's no consequence for it, and I was like, oh, all right, well, we're good to go.
We're ready to go.
We were talking about these funny places or weird places we've done it. What's your favorite show so far? You got one in the bank? Absolute favorite or goosebumpy one? You know, maybe the first time you did the improv or something.
He said goosebumpy.
Goosebumpy.
I did.
Probably the first show. The improv was pretty good. That improv is just such a great room.
The Ontario one?
Yeah. Ontario is it's one of the best rooms in Southern California, I think.
Who is the coolest person you met?
Ooh.
One of your idols or someone famous?
Trying to think of who I've actually met and done a show with. I think God damn it.
We did that one with Melissa.
Yeah.
Via Sonora?
Yeah, but I met her years before I did comedy, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually met her before she was on America's Got Talent.
Oh, nice.
I think she's funny.
Oh yeah,
I did a couple Brea shows with her.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious. I think I've done. Steve Simone is one of my favorite people that I've worked with before.
Yeah.
I just think he's so wildly funny and he's such a great dude. And Sam Tripoli's one of those other guys that I got to work with.
Very nice.
Yeah, I've gotten to open for Colin Kane twice. That was a lot of fun.
Those are those pinch me moments you can still have going, okay, I'm doing this.
Yeah, I met Hannibal Buress. That was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that guy's super nice. Hannibal Buress, the nicest guy in the world. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I've had a lot of really good moments, and I've just really enjoyed the journey. Ontario Improv is a great room. The Ice House stage 2 is seriously one of, and actually, you know what? I take that back. One of the best goosebumpiest moments I ever got was the first time I ever did the main stage at the Ice House.
Wow, dude.
Because I had never done. I was so young in comedy, and I'd never done a show like that before. And because I'd done the improv, I did Ontario right before that. And then I did this. There's just such a oh my god! So the first time I did it, I get into my first joke. I say my very first punchline, and it explodes. And that room is just 210 people or so at a max audience. It's packed like sardine. Like they're so close. The ceiling's low, super low. Yeah. So when a laugh hits and it hits hard. It literally blew me back. Like I remember taking a step back at how hard the laughter hit me in the face.
Yeah, that's our favorite, my favorite room. You do a great set. You can do a mediocre set, and the laughs coming through it. But the history of that place, and that's you described it perfectly.
Jimmy and I talk about it all the time. Especially when that room's packed out.
Oh my god, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's incredible. It's incredible. I've done it twice where it's been at max capacity, and it's just there's just nothing like it. It's just such an incredible room because the laughter literally just knocks you back.
Yeah, and you said the word we use all the time is it explodes. It really does explode.
Yeah, it's thunderous. It's,
right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd probably say that's probably one of the biggest goosebumpiest moments.
I've even heard. I don't know if we've talked about it. Jimmy and I have that. If you're trying to say you're trying to book, or you're putting tapes together and put them together, if you send them something from the Ice House, they'll tell you, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Just because of the sound,
yeah.
Okay.
They don't
send us something else.
Yeah.
Send us something else. That's funny.
They don't really like it, and they assume that if you're not someone who already headlines, they just assume you're doing it on a bringer. Like they don't.
Right.
They just discount it completely, which is. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like I've done both. Like I did bringers when I was when I first started, and then I've done that show. I've just legitimately been booked for that room.
Yeah, and made them laugh.
And it was great. But I can't use any of those tapes. Like they're just for me now. Apparently,
they're just for me, and I'm like, oh look, okay.
Yeah, I can send them to people who don't know any better. But,
it might not know. Look at that, killed it.
But like legitimate festivals, I'd never send an Ice House video to.
They're just two different places. I mean. They explode and do that, but when you go to the improvs and stuff, it's just that's I don't want to say the pinnacle, but that's just one of those rooms. It's like, I'm at the improv, and
the first time I did the main room at the Comedy Store.
Oh, okay.
That was a goosebumpy one, and just because you're there, it's a bringer-ish thing, anyways. But you're still happy to be on the stage. But I've never done it, and I think it was almost like 4 years into it, and. We've been there before, and you just for like 10 minutes before I went up, I just realized Richard Pryor's been there, I'm gonna stand where he stood. Sam, Robin Williams, all these people, and it was great. But then I got more nervous last year when I did the OR room.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That room there. I thought the main room was the shit. No, I never played the OR, and I got a chance to do it, and that's where the goosebumps came.
Yeah, that's where people can spy on you in the hallway.
Yeah.
Kind of walk by and they're like, "Who's in the OR right now?"
Yeah.
The OR room is it's such a raw room.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. It reminds me. It has the same feel as the Ice House,
Right.
being old and dark, but you just know the history of both those rooms, and you see the people from the window in the hallway, and I got to be one of them people, and it was just it was a great set. In fact, Bobby Brown was in the audience, buddy. Bobby Brown.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah, after the show, he came up to me, and he's still all bipolar and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And so I didn't ask him anything about Whitney or anything. It just, was me and Sean. Actually, Sean came to see me, and we're just going, "There's Bobby Brown." We had his cassette. I got a cassette player.
I got a cassette player too, right?
And he came up to me, and he just had his that bottom lip lisping off the side,
Yeah, right.
And he grabs both my hands. He has my hands with both his hands. He says, "Thank you for bringing the comedy." All
Take that with you.
Thank you, wise man.
Thank you, thank you, wise man.
Bobby.
But I think it's a good point you bring up. He just tried to ask you what your most favorite and the goosebump and think about what we all just said. You went and said, "Oh, no, this, no, that." Well, no, that, and everything has such a thing. You got the pinnacle type thing at the Improv, or you've got stage 2, which is a great room, or you've got the Ice House that explodes at you, and then you've got the Comedy Store that is not the prettiest place in the world, but it's just something about it. There's so much history there. It's everywhere you go, you find something.
Yeah, and then you can pick out a bar that was your favorite show ever.
Right. One of my favorite shows, it was a Mongolian barbecue.
Mongolian barbecue in Fontana.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
No,
and I have shows like that too, where it's like I did the show young, and then it didn't do well, and I was kind of defeated, and then I got asked to do it again, and then came back and just had an amazing set and had so much fun there, and that's another goosebumpy moment where it's like, oh yeah, like I tangibly have gotten better because this room ruined me the last time I was here.
Exactly.
And so it's that kind of stuff too, like even the little shitty shows or the bars and stuff like that. All of that, it just creates. There's so many moments, man. For me, I'm just all about the journey, and I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, and then you notice yourself growing when you go from one room and then you go back to that place.
Yeah, right.
Like you said, you have instant knowing what you did there.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that when you have a bad show now, it's not devastating. It's like, well, I ate shit on that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, what did I learn? What did I didn't? Or, when before you'd be pissed off at everyone for weeks.
Yeah, you go like 3 days going, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
And those shows make you better.
They absolutely
They make you better and ready for the improvs and that kind of stuff. Because if you can hit a bar that you were talking about where you can't hear, you can't do anything, and you have people paying attention, a big show like an improv that people are coming there to laugh, and that's what they're for.
Yeah.
Dude, please,
you don't even work.
That's easy.
You just do it. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's what. And Jimmy and I are both fans of Ty Rivera.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what makes him is good and where he's at and going to is he'll play. You see the places he play. He doesn't care.
For sure, he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he just goes and wherever. Well, think about it. We got a gay guy, and he's like, I play mostly hillbilly bars.
Ty's gay?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Ty's gay?
But he'll say that. He goes, I play all these hillbilly. I play hillbilly bill. I don't care. I just play it.
Yeah. No, I think that's what makes him so.
Well, you
brilliant.
did that show over here at Taco Hut.
Yeah, I booked him at Taco Hut to do that.
Did you really?
Yeah,
we asked him. We asked him. It's like, would you do it? And he goes, yeah, I'll do it.
I'll be there.
That's awesome.
I'll be there. And he even started to post about it and trying to get his people to come out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And said, if you know me, this is one of my favorite things to do is shows like this. And he came and just he did his thing and killed everybody there. I mean, this is what he does.
Yeah, he's great.
And his fan base increased exponentially for being out here. And where's that Rancho Cucamonga, the high school shirt? Remember we see and once in a while we'll see a pic like 3 months ago. There was Ty posing with a fan with a Rancho Cucamonga shirt on.
Right. Yeah, the Taco Hut sent him a bunch of shirts, and he's like, "Where's that?" And he's just a good guy.
Well, most of the people who headline feature that you think are untouchable are probably the coolest people you'll ever meet.
They're seriously the nicest people.
I met me and Roy. We met Joe Coy. Every time we see him, how's it going, guys? What's going on?
Yeah,
spends time with you. I did a show with Chris D'Elia. Yeah, and so every time I see him, it's just I don't act like a dick.
Right.
I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Hey, buddy, what's up? talk a few minutes, and then you're out. And
yeah,
Ty
almost
Rivera,
all of them are unless they're kind of past their time and they're just bitter people.
Yeah.
But most of them that are like working and they're grinding and they're just doing everything they can and just enjoying it, like they're the nicest people in the world. And those are the kinds of people that just genuinely love performing. Like they just love doing comedy. And I've told a couple of my friends that like book shows and stuff. I was like, dude, just ask them. Like, I guarantee you, aside from like the top 1%, and even them, because Bill Burr will do a show for $50 half the time. Like, Bill Burr just loves like most of the time, Bill Burr doesn't give a fuck. He'll do a shitty bar. Like, if you don't promote it and you just like have that kind of connection, he'll just show up and be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. Like, he's just that kind of dude. So like, nobody is really untouchable, and almost any headliner, like if you have any kind of relationship with them in LA or Hollywood, like if you just ask 9 times out of 10, they will just say yes. If they're available, they'll just make it worth their while and they'll come out and they'll do whatever, even if it's for 5 people.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't care. They love performing.
Yeah. And, I listen to Bill Burr's podcast every Monday, and he just talks about still grinding, and he wants to get out there. I got to try new jokes, and he's always talking about going back out there. I mean, we've done shows with Jody Miller, Melissa Villasenor.
Yeah,
right. There's no way we would even think we'd be doing stuff with them and Ty Rivera and stuff. Yeah, that's how good these guys are, and that's how the profession is. You keep grinding and doing your thing
because they get it. They understand it.
They get it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really. It's like, really? It's 10 o'clock?
Just about, yeah.
What the hell?
That went fast.
Derek, where are you coming real quick?
What do you got, buddy?
Well, like I said, I'll be in Barstow on Saturday. I will be in Pomona at the DBA Wine Bar on Sunday. That starts at like 8:30. That's a free show, so come on down. The lineup's always really great. He always brings a bunch of really good guys from LA. And then December 6th, I will be in San Bernardino performing for the Battle of the Bands. December 12th, I'll be at the Comedy Palace in San Diego. That's a great room. I love that room.
And where can we find you? Facebook, Instagram?
So Facebook, just Derrick Murray. Just look me up. I'm the only one holding a microphone, I think. And then Instagram. I made the Instagram before I became a comedian, so it's D_ROK83. Don't judge me. I hate underscores. And then on Twitter, it's at DRock Comedy. That's DROK Comedy.
There you go.
There we go. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, man.
You gonna come back again sometime?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Jimmy?
Roy.
Thanks, man. As always, Jimmy behind the glass making it all happen.
We will see you next Tuesday. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
You are listening to the Roy and Jimmy thing here on Chaotic Radio. We'll see you next Tuesday. Happy Thanksgiving, man. See you soon.
It's a blacked out blur, but